Hey y'all, what's going on, honey? I am back. All right, I am back for us to talk about Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 2. Okay, if you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We will be getting into Love Island USA the entire season. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and do your due diligence and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right, and also, as you're enjoying the video, be sure to like up the video and even hype up the video too. But let's talk about episode 2 because we left off last night with the couples being at a door. You step on red or green if you want to be with this person or you want to pursue some other options. We had a few people that stayed, a few people that left. Now it's time for them to reveal who stayed and who went with the bombshell, right? Well, Sincere and Melanie, of course, they decided to stay. Anaya and KC, they decided to stay. All right. When it was funny because I think they had Sincere open up the door for Melanie and he sees that she's still there, so he's super happy. Then now it's time for Anaya to open the door for KC. And I thought they was gonna have KC open up that door, in all honesty. Okay. Because at least that would have helped his trauma. So KC could see, okay, somebody is on the other side of the door. Because when I tell y'all, KC got open door trauma for real. That boy said he was not sure if she was gonna be on the other side of that door, honey. He was not sure, but he did say he feels pleased. He feels relieved because he just wasn't sure. All right. Now, when it gets to Trinity and Bryce, we know their door is closed because neither one of them on either side of it. Then Kenzie and Sean, they had to walk through the door of embarrassment, right? Because their person is no longer there. Now, there were some things that I noticed when Kenzie walked through this door. Okay. The first thing was I noticed how production was kind of showing the sad faces of Melanie. But I also noticed that when production put the camera down there on Melanie and old boy, from I think it could have been the angle of them having Kenzie here and they kind of did a side angle, whatever it was. There were multiple shots of Melanie showing a sad face, and there were multiple shots of Melanie laughing. So I'm just kind of like, girl, I hope you wasn't over there laughing at your friend. Let's keep going. Okay. Let's keep going. So Melanie, it was giving, I will say this, Melanie was getting a kick out of, to me, all right? She was getting a kick out of the fact that them folks didn't have nobody on the other side of the door waiting on them. That's just what I felt. So I'm gonna have to keep my eyes on you, Melanie. Okay? I'm just gonna keep my eyes on you, all right? Either way, let's not keep going because I have one more thing to say before we move on. The first thing is I don't care if she really laughed at Sean, but why you laughing at Kenzie, child? When you the one that proposed that y'all do a delusional ass pact, and when your friend was over there being a slick bit delusional, you encouraged the delusion. In my personal, let's keep going. Right. So they learned that the bombshells are spending the night with their connection. So no, your connection will not be returning to the villa. No, you won't be able to confront them about their decision. You won't be able to do none of that. Okay, we got a whole different type of hideaway. I ain't never seen this type of action here where they done sent the post off, or maybe I just can't recall. But they done sent them off. Okay. They're all doing a little throuple, hanging out. They're gonna be over there until tomorrow, and then we'll get some things shaken up because they may steal your girl or your guy. Like that's just what's going down, right? So either way, that's what's happening, right? So the guys talk about feeling really, really bad for Kenzie. And honestly, I think KC led that talk. Don't quote me on that. I really feel like KC was the one to say, dang, I really feel bad for Kenzie, yada, yada, yada. So now all the guys are really feeling bad for her at this point, right? Kenzie talks with the girls and she asks, why couldn't he just be honest with her and tell her up front? Yeah, he probably didn't want to hurt your feelings. Like, also keep in mind, like he just met you. You know what I'm saying? It's all been within a few hours. So I guess he could have told you you're not really. I mean, you asked him what's his type, and he said he's never dated a blonde girl. So I guess he could have just told you straight up, like, listen, I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, I don't really see a connection here. Right? Either way, to me, based on how you're set up, Kenzie, I don't think it would have mattered. You would have cried and you would have reacted probably the same damn way if he would have told you on the front end you wasn't his type, he wasn't interested. You would have been hurt, crying, okay, feeling like you the problem, whatever. And now that he didn't tell you, like I think the results still would have been the same, but y'all let me know. All right. So either way, she says her intuition and guts are never wrong. Girl, shut up. Shut up, girl. And so now she's saying that she done with him. I said, girl, bye. Because if your intuition and your guts was never wrong, that would have never led you down this path for your ass to be crying anyway. Because he wasn't really giving you a whole lot of nothing to go off on. Girl, what? Ooh, anywho, so Kenzie said she felt like she was fed crap by Zach. And I said, what? You was fed who now? Now you said what now? No, you was fed crap by Melanie. Melanie is the one. Melanie is the one that fed you crap, girl. There was not. I don't feel. Y'all let me know. Man, I could have missed something, right? But I don't think that he misled her. Really, I think he gave her enough to let her know, like I'm trying to get to know you, but not really like that. Like, okay, so Melanie. I'm not Melanie, but Kenzie, baby, you over here crashing out over a guy in 24 hours. I cringe a little bit, but I don't really feel like you're crashing out about him. You're just crashing out about always getting the short end of the stick for the most part. That's what it seems like is going on with you. But stick around, you might find somebody, right? So Sean really take it back. Cause he like, listen, I wasn't expecting this at all. I thought we was cool, like we was straight, we was vibing, the chemistry was there, the energy was there, like we was good. We was good. Like, damn, you played me like Kenzie got played. I can't believe it. Well, yeah, it happens. It happens, Zach. Okay, don't harp on it for too long. It's only been 24 hours, all right? It's cool. So, Kata, Bryce, and Zach, they over there getting to know each other. Not much conversation that I really care about. Gabrielle, Trinity, and Bea, they over there talking. Not much, too much conversation that I really care about. They just all getting to really know each other, okay? But when I tell you, um, what's her name? Kata gagged the shit. Kata gagged the shit out of Bryce and the rest of America by the end of the episode, and we'll get to that. But first, Melanie talks with Sincere, right? And she asking him about the bombshell and stuff. I don't know why he just wouldn't tell her the bombshell looked like you just a bit. Like he ended up telling to Kenzie at a later time, but he was kind of trying to describe her just a little bit. I don't remember him saying that the girl looks like her, but either way it go, the main thing that stood out for me was her saying that she has trust issues. I'm gonna say it, and the people for to be mad. And I'm not putting her in the same exact category, but it's just some things that she did this episode that's making me think about the big H from last season. The one who had the fan base that went cuckoo for Coco. Nuts. Okay. Listen, you have trust issues. It's get it. I be feeling like, why are you here? Why are you here? Recipe for a disaster at a later time may make for good entertainment at some point. We shall see. I don't know. Are you also the type that wants your man to be obsessed with you? Child, let's keep going. I'll clock it a little later. So the Anaya and KC are vibing, right? And you can tell that she's liking him a bit more and more. And I like that for her. So she says that he's making her feel seen. He's making her feel heard. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this now because I don't want to forget about it later. But Anaya, I know Sean said at a later time that he may have been interested. Girl, no. How old is Sean? I think Sean may be 26, 27. No. Isn't she like what, 22, 23? I don't know. No, let that man continue to get to know. Let me not. I just feel like he has a child. Are you open to dating somebody that has a child? Think about it. Either way, let's keep going. All right. And I'm not saying he should not be on the show. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just more so thinking of her age and her fresh out of college. And I'm like, would you want that? Would you want to date him? And I don't know. I cringe. Okay. I'll let y'all argue that down in the comments or whatever. But I'm just like, it makes me think a little bit like what Bryce was saying when it came to Trinity. He was like, well, I don't want to take her youth from her or whatever the case was, even though, he was being full of BS at the time. But I'm just like, I feel like what's her name? Bea and Sean were closer in age. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that made sense. And she was like, nah, it didn't really make sense because BIT, that's like a deal breaker for me. So my question really is this. if she were interested in Sean, Miss Anaya, at this point, is kids a deal breaker or no deal breaker? That is the question. Let's move on. All right. KC, let me say this to you real quick. I think you need to figure out where you can place your hands when you kissing. Because the way you was kind of touching her, very inexperienced. The way he put his arm around her back, the way his arm was sitting just to kiss her, I was like, what's going on? What is this? Is that why y'all was like, oh, let's try it this way? I guess. Y'all leave y'all thoughts. Let's get into Trinity, right? Trinity, you don't be caring nothing about that saliva when it comes to Gabriel, I see. You don't give a damn about none of that. Girl, I guess, honey. I will say when he's kissing both of the ladies, it's obvious that there's more passion, more chemistry when it comes to Baya. So when he makes his decision at the end of the night, it's no surprise at all. It's time to get to night, right? It's nighttime. It's time for the people to get to bed. And this is the thing for me that gagged the shit out of America, baby. You got Kato over there kissing the fuck out of Zach in the same. So it's one big old bed. You got Bryce over here far right. You got on the left side Miss Kato, and you got Zach. She kissing him down, right? So keep in mind, y'all, we can see, but it's really pitch black in that. It's really pitch black in there. High key, right? And so Bryce rolls over and he's like, oh, you can't leave me out. I want some of that action too. Sorry, or something like that. And she was like, but you gonna be left out tonight, okay? But you gonna be left out tonight. Sorry. Hello, baby. He had to roll his ass back on the other side, of that bed. When I tell you, it's some funny characters on this show. The boldness, but I'm not even mad at her for that. Like, I'm really feeling this one over here. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. You gonna have to be left out tonight. Okay, let his ass roll over there. He cuddling the sheets. Wow, Zach and her cuddling each other. Bitch, I feel that. Like, what's going on? Sean and Kenzie, right? So, Sean decided he was going to make her breakfast, of course, which was really, really sweet. He made her feel special, all of that. I thought that was really nice of him, and I really liked that he did that for her, right? And I just said, Kenzie, just because this man made you breakfast, please don't run over there falling head over heels for this man because he did something nice for you in that moment. Don't do that, okay? Let's get to Baya and Trinity. They're talking, and Baya's prepared to be a douchebag, she says, because she didn't really have this conversation with Sean about what she wasn't sure about when it came to the both of them, right? So, yeah, she's ready to, I guess, be seen as a douchebag or whatnot. But she'll take a little bit of the heat, but it just depends on how you come at her. Cause it's like, don't be coming at me wrong. Like, who you think you is to try and talk to me like that? You know what I'm saying? But either way, I felt like she was also making claims on Gabriel too when she was talking to Trinity. Like, I like him. Okay, I think we got a lot of chemistry. I think we could go really far. I think Trinity had to reel her in just a little bit and say, well, I think we need to spend more time with it to see how we both feel about him, whether we like him or whatever. I feel like that was her way of letting her know, like, girl, I'm one of the options too. Okay, damn, don't be trying to like, girl, I'm one of the options too. We still filling it out. Why you over here trying to make claims? He gonna make the decision at the end of the day. Well, he still chose her. So, that's what's pretty much going on. We see KC and Sincere catching up with Kenzie, right? So they're over there talking, checking in on her, seeing how she doing or whatever. And KC ends up asking Kenzie if she would ever, or does she see herself going after or pursuing Anaya and Melanie's couples, like one of the person they're in the couple with. And I'm like, boy, just be direct and just say, hey, I mean, are you interested in one of us? Because Casey, you asking her that question kind of made me feel like, are you interested in Kenzie? You the first one to say, oh, I feel so bad for Kenzie. And then now you're trying to see if that's your light way of asking if she interested in you. That's what I feel you were doing. So she's like, yeah, I mean, it's a Love Island. Like, yeah, like, of course I would. Absolutely. She said, but you know, Melanie and Anaya, like, those are my girls. You know what I'm saying? And Sincere was like, hey, man, listen, I ain't gonna even much hold you, but like, listen, like, I'm cool. I'm cool with who I'm with. So whatever you guys decide to do, that's on y'all. Okay. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, I'm straight. And that's that. So, KC, are you interested in Kenzie? Number one, are you interested in Kenzie because you feel sorry for Kenzie? I'm confused. Because you said that Anaya was the first person you wanted from the beginning, so you was hoping she was gonna be the one behind your door, but then now you over here asking questions to Miss Kenzie like that. Some about that just kind of gives like, are you interested in her? Like, what's really good? Either way, so seeing Zach get to know Kata to me and how he's kind of all in on Kata confirms that he was more so interested in Melanie because they kind of look similar. You know, one's features may be a bit bigger, I feel, and her hair is darker or whatever, but I feel like they have similar features. So when KC was telling Kenzie that she kind of looks like Melanie, he wasn't really wrong. So I'm like, okay, he about wanted Melanie. That's what's going on. But either way, Sean Sincere and Anaya, right? So they're talking and they tell him, you know, how much they, you know, feel bad that it happened. You know, they said they were really surprised or whatever. But also, right, they still defend Baya by saying they didn't think that she really was trying to hurt him, though. She just wanted to explore. Which is true. She just wanted to explore, right? So then why they can't be the same damn thing for Zach? It didn't mean Zach wanted to hurt Miss Girl Kenzie. He just wanted to also explore as well. Either way, Sean is trying to see if they're open though. He's like, are y'all like open to getting to know somebody or something like that? And so Melanie didn't really want to answer the question. So she was like, what's your type? And he was like, well, honestly, Trinity and Anaya was my type. So Anaya's like, oh, aw, you like me? Aw, that's cute. Okay. So that's what she says. He walks off. And so she's like, damn, he was one of my top as well. Dang. She was like, no. She was like, because that's like T or whatever. So I'm like, damn. So now are you considering this, Anaya? Are you considering leaving Zach? I'm sorry, not Zach, but KC to go over there with Sean potentially? That's interesting. I don't know. That would be crazy. I mean, we did see her at the end of the night. They were over there chatting, I think in the bathroom. She gave him a hug. She said she got his back and that she wants him to continue to be there. So I'm like, you want him to continue to be there because you want a chance with him? Or what? Or you just being nice and genuine? We gonna see. Okay, we're gonna see. We are going to see. So Gabrielle and Bea, right? So she talks about how she acts like a tough girl or whatever because she don't be want to look stupid or whatnot, you know, going after a person or being in a relationship with a person giving so much and they don't do the same in return or whatever. So they're talking about that. And he's like, you know, I'm a lover boy. You know I give off a certain exterior, but I'm a lover boy. But what I'm really highlighting with them or what I want to is how close they were. The way that they sat so close and intimate, you could tell they was really interested in each other. Whereas when it came to Trinity, he's on this side of the mat and she's on the other side. And I was like, oh, I cringe. Wasting people's time. It was exciting, right? To see these people go and be in the, you know, where that quote unquote hideaway or wherever they went, right? It was cool. But at the same time, y'all came out better just letting them pick who they wanted to pick. It still was gonna get like I guess the similar drama because ain't nobody even stunned Bryce and Anaya for real for real. The drama is still with Zach and what's her name? Bea. So you should have just let them choose and they were the ones that were picked anyway. Sean and Kenzie, so they're bonding over being dumped, child. And Kenzie says that she's only had 3 boyfriends and she falls in love with words. She falls in love with words. That means to me you fall in love at the drop of a dime. Okay? That's why you around there moping around and crying like you really was in a real coupling with this man after 24 hours. You ain't even give it a full week. And you tripping. Child, anyway. Everybody goes and get ready, get dressed. They about to come downstairs so they can have them a little drink, a little hang out. It's time to do a toast. In the middle of KC doing the toast, Sincere gets a text. They want everybody to get that to the fire pit immediately. Okay, so of course you have Gabrielle coming in with the two ladies, Bea and Trinity. Then you have Kata coming in next with Zach and with Bryce, right? And this was something Melanie, like, because Melanie, I told you I got my eyes on you now. Ever since I feel like you was kind of laughing at that girl. It really goes back to last night when you gave her that poor ass advice, but you was the main one talking about people being delusional. Okay, and how let's make a pact. Then you see the door ain't on her, or at least the guy ain't on the other side of the door, and you over there kind of laughing, right? Then the guys walk up, and I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but when the guys walk up, she was like, "Oh, I see two happy boys," and I'm like, "Why did you say anything when the girls came out? Why did you need to say something?" It made me think of that time when that H lady from last season was happy to have been picked by Jeremiah, right? And the fact, and she just knew she wasn't gonna go home. It kind of gave like a similar thing like that to me. Now I'm not saying they do the same thing, they act the same. I don't know. I'm just saying I'm watching you, girl. Okay, I'm watching you. I don't think she gonna be on the same antics, but I don't know what the hell she gonna do. Okay. But I'm like, did you need to say that? I see two happy boys. So all right then. Either way, producers, y'all messy as hell. They sent a text to Sean to they sent a text to Sean to tell Gabrielle to lock his answer in with a kiss because it's time for Gabrielle to choose who he want to be with. Of course, he chose Bea, right? It's time for Kata to do it. And of course, Kata ends up choosing Zach. So Kenzie and Sean had to stand at the front of the fire pit while Bryce and Trinity ended up coupling up with each other. So they're good. But the other two people that are vulnerable now are Sean and Kenzie. Ain't that something? So they could potentially be taking that oars home. Who knows? We're going to have to see on the next episode of Love Island. Okay, so hopefully they don't. I don't really want nobody to go home, so I was glad that they did it like that. You know what I'm saying? I was glad that it was like, okay, y'all are still vulnerable. Maybe y'all will get to know each other, maybe couple up or something like that. You know, like don't kick them out yet. Or at least I don't want Sean gone just yet. I don't think I want Sean gone just yet. But y'all let me know your thoughts. I think that was pretty much everything that I got from tonight's episode. You all can leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'm Jamie, that's me. Like up the video, subscribe to the channel, honey, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking the drama.